Have you ever heard a story so strange, so unsettling, that it makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up? Tonight, we're diving into 5 of the most chilling mysteries of all time. From hikers who met a bizarre end in the snowy mountains, to families tormented by unseen forces, these are the stories that defy explanation. And I promise you, the last one is something you'll never believe. Stick around, because things are about to get strange. First, let's travel to the icy slopes of the Ural Mountains in 1959. 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition, but they never returned. Rescuers found their tent sliced open from the inside, and their bodies scattered across the snow, some bizarrely dressed and showing strange injuries. What could have terrified these seasoned mountaineers so much that they fled into the deadly cold? Was it an avalanche, a secret military test, or something far more sinister? To this day, the Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of Russia's most perplexing unsolved mysteries, leaving us with more questions than answers. Next, we cross over to England in the late 1970s. Welcome to Enfield, where an ordinary family, the Hodgsons, found their lives turned upside down by a seemingly malevolent entity. It started with knocking sounds, but soon escalated to furniture moving on its own and objects flying across rooms. The 2 young daughters, Janet and Margaret, seemed to be the focus of the activity. Investigators, reporters, and even paranormal experts witnessed these baffling events. Some called it a hoax, a cry for attention from clever children, but others who were there swore they witnessed something truly paranormal. The Enfield Poltergeist case forces us to ask what was really happening inside that small house. Now, let's journey back to 1912, to the small, quiet town of Villisca, Iowa. On a peaceful June night, the Moore family and 2 young house guests were brutally murdered in their beds. The community was shattered. What makes this case so haunting is the complete lack of a clear motive or suspect. The doors were locked from the inside, the windows were covered, and the only weapon found was the murderer's own axe, left leaning against a wall. Despite a massive investigation and numerous suspects, no one was ever convicted. The Villisca Axe Murders left a permanent scar on the town, a chilling reminder of a night of unimaginable horror that remains unsolved over a century later. Our next stop is a remote farmstead in Germany called Hinterkaifeck. In 1922, a family of 6 was found slain inside their home. The story gets weirder. Days before the discovery, the farmer had told neighbors about mysterious footprints in the snow leading from the forest to his house, but none leading back. He heard footsteps in the attic and found a newspaper he didn't recognize. It seems the perpetrator may have been living with the family, hidden in their home for days before the attack. Even stranger, after the family was gone, someone continued to feed the livestock and tend to the farm. Who was this person, and what dark secret did the Hinterkaifeck farm hold? Finally, we arrive at the story I promised would challenge everything you think you know. We're going to Tennessee in the early 1800s to uncover the legend of the Bell Witch. This isn't just a ghost story. It's a documented historical account of a family, the Bells, being tormented by an unseen entity. This entity could speak, predict the future, and interact physically with the family, focusing its cruelty on the father, John Bell, and his daughter, Betsy. The being identified itself as the Witch of Kate Batts, a former neighbor. The haunting became so famous that even future President Andrew Jackson allegedly visited the farm and experienced the entity's power firsthand. The Bell Witch is considered one of America's greatest supernatural mysteries, a terrifying tale where a spirit's hatred seemed to have real, deadly consequences. From the frozen peaks of Russia to a haunted farmhouse in Tennessee, these stories share a common thread. They leave us grasping for answers that may never come. They remind us that there are corners of our world, and perhaps our reality, that remain shrouded in mystery. What do you think happened in these cases? Was it human evil, a natural phenomenon, or something from beyond our understanding? Share your theories in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the unknown. If you loved diving into these chilling mysteries, give this video a thumbs up, and whatever you do, don't subscribe. You will never sleep tonight. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a new investigation. Stay curious, stay safe, and until next time, keep questioning.